Yeah, just making sure 1 o'clock live for Eastern Standard Time. We have a
Yes.
very special and amazing guest. We have two very special and amazing guests tonight. If you want to introduce yourself, and then
I am Ilse from Stone Daisies. I'm collabing with TheBoneYard, and we have a very, very special South African guest that lives in America now.
Yes.
France.
Florida. Yeah.
Florida, that lives in Florida, Vern Diesel. And let me just tell you, I listen to your music. It is insane. It is insane, really.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me on the podcast.
Welcome to TheBoneYard and Stone Daisies. And we're very glad to have you here.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Give us a rundown on what you do, man, and what you're up to.
Well, I'm currently living in Florida, where I do music full time. I play in a band called Switch and Whiskey, a local band. It's a southern rock band. We're releasing our CD this Friday, our debut CD. So
Awesome!
And yeah, that's the short of it, you know. And then we'll be hitting the road. We've been playing we've been playing really hard and playing a lot of gigs since 2019, late 2019 when I joined the band. So yeah, we've been really busy, and to finally have the CD out is really cool, and we'll be hitting it even harder next year. So
Awesome. How did you land up in that band and in Florida?
Well, a couple of years ago, I got a message from one of the guys from the band, and they were looking for a singer/guitar player. So I guess it was almost like meant to be, because they discovered my music on my own solo stuff on Spotify or YouTube or something, and they liked what they heard, and they, it was perfect. It was a perfect fit. And then a couple of years ago, I came over just to come meet the guys and see if we all, if we're not crazy. So it turns out we're all crazy.
So that's how I do
Yeah.
We like the crazy ones.
Yeah, and then obviously we went back home, my wife and I, and we figured out how are we actually going to do this, because it's really difficult with the visas and getting a visa to come play music in the States. It's not the easiest thing. So it took us almost 2 years just to do that. And then eventually we came here in 2019, and and I've been here since. Just jamming.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do you miss South Africa?
There's some things I miss. I miss some of my friends over there. There's cultural things that I miss, but there's a lot that I don't miss. Like the crime.
Yeah, there'll be a few things.
Name one thing. Name one thing you don't miss.
Definitely the crime. I don't miss the crime and the taxis.
I gotta agree.
And the load shedding.
The taxi thing.
Definitely the load shedding, and
every time we go somewhere, it's so hard to get a fucking taxi to give.
So the first thing Vern asks me backstage is, "Do you still have rolling blackouts?" So I'm like, all the time, all the time.
We missed Monday Night Metal, our first episode, because we were here and they're blacked out. Like, I couldn't even message anybody or tell them what's happening, right?
Yeah, you guys should get some backup generators or something.
So your solo, do you still do solo, or do you only do the band?
No, I still play solo. A lot of my gigs during the week is solo gigs, and I'm also releasing music by myself, still writing, still doing it. I'll probably be releasing an EP or something early next year of my own music again. So just keep on
nice. If you have to explain your music to people that haven't heard it before, and how would you describe your music?
It's, to me, I just call it rock and roll, but it's rock and roll with a southern rock influence. There's definitely some blues in there, maybe a little bit of country. I don't know. It's but I just call it rock and roll.
That's that really defines your sound, I think. Like from all your, like, to classify it, it'd be bluesy rock for sure, right? And what's that other one?
Cougar. My favorite is Cougar.
Oh, Cougar.
Yes, I like the song. Your music is very catchy and everything. How's your writing process? What do you do?
It's always different. You know, sometimes it depends if I'm just sitting messing around on the guitar, or sometimes something will come up and it'll stick and I'll work at that one thing, you know, try to look at it from all different angles, try all the different possibilities. And same with, sometimes I'll come up with a lyric or a concept that I want to write about, like a story or whatever. Sometimes it's a drum groove, you know, sometimes it's a bass line. So there's not one certain way that I write songs. It's, you know, sometimes inspiration just comes from different places, but then I have to sit down and actually do the work. I have to figure out what's going to happen to all the layers and everything. So
yeah. So now that you guys are kind of back on tour and actually allowed to play gigs down there and shit, man, you got to be loving that now. Like, but you basically come there and then they locked everything down and then fucking.
Yes, yeah, it was very scary at first, but luckily Florida has got a very good governor, so we didn't have a very long lockdown. I probably had 2 months off in 2020, and I did some live streaming stuff. But as soon as everything opened again, I've been busier than I've ever been. You know, the band has probably done more than 300 shows in the past 2 years.
That is impressive.
Fucking pretty impressive.
Where do you guys tour? Like all over, or is it just North America?
Mostly it's Florida now. Next year we're expanding out of state. We're busy building a nice fan base in Florida. So we go to the south of Florida, to the west. We try to do it all over, you know, and try to expand our little circle. And it's been working out well so far. You know, I think we've got a nice following in every little corner, which is cool.
No, that's always good. Become that famous local band, right? Like, and then it just grows from there.
Have you met any famous people while you've been in America?
Well, I met one of my favorite bands is Blackberry Smoke, and I got to see them on New Year's Eve of 2019. And one of my friends said, "Hey, you want to come meet the band?" And I was like, "Whoa!" So they took me to meet the band, and I got to take photos with them. And I didn't talk much because I was so starstruck. I was so nervous. I was just like, "Good job, man! Good job." I didn't know what to say.
Yeah, I do that too.
You as well.
Yeah, like you. I'm always just shake their hand. Hey man, it sounded awesome. I know you're busy. I got, you know.
I've never met anybody famous, so I don't know how I'm gonna react.
We just went to Death Fest.
Yeah, but I know them. They're my friends.
Yeah. I was like, I just said all that. They're all pretty big people.
No, they're my friends. I see them every day, so that's different. That's different. What kind of music are you personally into that you listen to?
At the moment, I'm actually listening to a lot of old Aerosmith. I'm going back and listening to. I don't know. I love Aerosmith. I've just never really delved into every album and really like listen to album per album, you know. So now I'm going back and doing a lot of that. So just learning what makes Aerosmith so good, you know.
I am a big Aerosmith fan. Janie's got a gun. Dude looks like a lady. I can name all of them. I'm a huge fan. Yes.
Now, I do got to apologize. The way we're set up tonight, we can't see the comments. I can't even see how many people are watching or nothing. But I don't know. Can you see the comments on your end there?
No. I can only see it.
If you want to, let me go on my phone. Guys, we're trying to figure out the logistics. Just please be patient with us.
Well, we're working with limited supplies over here.
Yes. This is South Africa.
Making it work.
Yeah.
We're making it work.
We do all right.
Okay, so I'm gonna read some comments to you. There's so many people here. Let me just see more. Okay, let me just. Hollywood. Hi, Hollywood. So we're
Hey,
reading off the
Hollywood.
cell phone. I'm so sorry. We've got Hollywood, and then we've got Charlotte. Hi, Charlotte.
Charlotte's from actually FX May Vary, which is the local band from where I'm from in Ontario.
Oh, wow. Will you guys ever tour Canada? Because they've got a lot of fan base or a lot of.
Actually, I know quite a few bands that you would gel really good with, like
Yes.
especially Late Night Trouble. You guys have the same kind of vibe, that classy, awesome rock music, right? Like,
Okay, yeah, I would love to travel Canada. I've never been there. I've actually got some South African friends that live there. My one friend is a producer over there. The guy who did my first album, he actually lives in Canada. So
Awesome.
I would love to go to Canada. I would love to go everywhere.
yeah,
Me
no,
too.
right?
Me too. Everybody says, where you going to go in America? I said, everywhere. I mean, there's no limit to where you can go or how many times you can go. So we're just hoping that this whole lockdown, because they put the naughty kids in the corner again, so nobody can get in or out. So we're just waiting until we're ungrounded again.
Yeah, I'm kind of stuck here for now.
Yes, he just landed, I think, about a week after they closed the. Oh, there they are.
That's personally to me.
Oh, is that
down my
person again?
cigarette.
Again.
Yes. You want that? I'm supposed to be quitting, right? We're both supposed to be quitting.
I'm good, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, so and then we've got Charlotte Hingeveld. She says, I have no idea what the time is there. So good morning, afternoon, and good evening. Hi, Charlotte. In South Africa, it is almost at 8 o'clock. Yeah, and I think
12.
And what's the time there by you now?
It's about 1:12.
Yeah.
1 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So you guys, what gigs do you guys have coming up over the festive season, or are you done? Or are you only starting in 2022 again?
We are slowing down for a week. That's about it. After just before Christmas, but I've got a solo gig this Thursday in Vero Beach at a place called Backbeat Music Parlor, which is going to be fun. This Friday is our big launch party in Stewart, Florida, at a place called Terra Firmata. So it's going to be the big CD launch, and it's going to be a badass show. We've got an opening act called the Killbillies, and it's just going to be a fun night.
It sounds amazing. Awesome. When I get there, I definitely want to see you guys live.
Yeah, you have to.
And come and talk a bit of Afrikaans to you, because I said I'm just going to swear at everybody in Afrikaans when I get there, like everybody.
Yeah. Both of them will know when you're talking.
Yes.
I'm picking up on your swear words pretty quick, though.
Oh yeah, it's because I swear so much. That's one thing about Afrikaans girls; they know how to swear.
Drink coffee, smoke and swear.
Drink coffee. You heard what he said. Drink coffee.
Drink coffee.
You have a question?
Oh, I have a couple.
Okay, you go. I feel like I'm taking over the conversation. That's why I'm keeping quiet of it.
So, did you take like music lessons? Are you classically trained, or did you just pick up the guitar as a teenager and fucking rocked her out?
When I was 14, I started playing the drums. Drums is my first instrument, and so I taught myself for a couple of years, and then my brother was in a band in South Africa called Pyramid Tongue, and they were pretty successful in South Africa. And the singer Travis, he was an amazing drummer. And I actually started taking drum lessons from him, and he told me basically that there's a place that you can go study music and just do drums as your subject, your drums as your major. And that was the National School of Arts, because he was studying there together with the drummer of that band. And it blew my mind knowing that I can go do that. So I left high school when I was about 17 to go to music college, and I did 3 years or 2.5 years of music college, and I started working full-time while I was still studying. Started working in music full-time, and I've been working music ever since.
Oh, that's awesome though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very rare you find someone that just picks it up and goes with it without going somewhere to learn or to train, right? Like, well, I
Yes,
know with Your
yes,
Last Wish, even Empire to More, kind of the same guitar player, but he's classically trained and fuck, he just wails. Like, it's
yes.
unreal. And that's where I kind of
Yeah.
slack. I've never been taught shit. I just play by my ear, right? So
I cannot even read music. I'm horrible. I can listen to it. That's
no.
all I'm good at. And I can't even sing. When I start singing, my children ask me to be quiet. So
Yeah, I was lucky to have a brother that played guitar because I picked up guitar along the way. You know, drums was I was very serious about drums, but I picked up guitar along the way as I went through the journey. And my brother taught me some of the basics of the guitar and how to read like tablature and all these things. So, and then I eventually, and now that's what I do. I play guitar and I sing, you know.
No,
So,
that's awesome. There's so many. I know every band we talk to, for the most part, they're all just starting out. They're not. They're still working full time and shit. You know what I mean?
yes,
So
yes.
it's always nice to hear that. Oh, I do it full time. It just you're one step closer to that dream when you hear that and you see someone, you talk with someone that's there, and you
Yes.
know you're right behind them in that sense. Like hopefully soon we'll just be doing this.
Exactly. That's what we're aiming for. That's what we're aiming for.
of course.
Who has been some of sorry, who has been some of your biggest music inspiration?
Well, that's a hard one because I'm inspired by so many bands and artists, you know. But it's like you know, as you get older, it changes. But
Hmm.
it doesn't go away. I'm still inspired by Led Zeppelin, and I was when I was 15. You know, when I discovered Led Zeppelin at the age of 15, it blew my mind, and it still blows my mind. You know, because the more I learn, the more I know that I don't know anything. So, and how good
Yeah.
everybody is. So you're like, whoa, they are actually really good, and I keep on realizing it. You know. So I would say my
Have you
first.
seen any?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would
Apologies.
say my first big inspiration was probably um, Led Zeppelin, Metallica, Deep Purple, you know, those kind of bands. So
Mm.
Same, same. That sounds again like my
All right.
playlist.
We have a few fans, especially Roxanne, who's lead singer and frontwoman of Late Night Trouble out of Montreal. She wants to hear all the names of your bands again. She didn't catch that part at the beginning.
the bands that I'm in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my band is called Switch and Whiskey. Switch and Whiskey.
Switch and whiskey. We're going
Yeah.
to put all the links up when we post the podcast. We'll just
Yeah.
link
Like
everything.
I'll edit the title out.
Yes, all
so
your
everyone knows.
pages and everything because we went and followed you on Spotify as well. On what other platforms are you?
Everywhere where you find music digitally, you know, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon, anywhere. You can go check out ours. We've got a couple of cool singles out and music videos on YouTube. So if you look for Switch and Whiskey, you'll find them.
Nice.
Do you guys do you guys have a record label?
No, we do everything independently.
That was my next question.
Was it?
Yeah. You find well, now I've hooked up with LF Records and stuff, and they're bringing their bands and stuff. And then, Roxanne's already following you guys, by the way. So that's awesome. I'll put you guys in touch though for when you do come to Canada. They'll definitely be one of the bands you'll want to play with for sure, man.
That is amazing. I mean, that's the plan with our podcast as well. I found in South Africa as well that people don't know we've got a metal scene. They think it's just Afrikaans music and everything. And when we got involved with the whole metal scene and everything, our plan with Stone Daisies was to help these guys get more networking out because they also do all their own editing of their videos, all their own things. Then they do day jobs while doing that, play gigs over weekends and everything. So we're trying to help them. So that's why we're trying to get so many connections and as many connections as possible so the musicians can start helping each other out because, I mean, music is music is music. Nobody's ever said, I don't want to hear another new song.
No.
Everybody wants to hear a new song. If you ask me, have you heard these people? No, but play it for me.
And the great part is, I know coming here and going to Death Fest, I might as well have been in Toronto or in Florida. Like the
Yes.
atmosphere, the people, the way
The
that
caliber of music
it was just,
and artistry and
I
everything.
felt right at home drinking my vodka and beers.
Yeah, that's one thing South Africans can do. So you will feel at home at one of his concerts as well. We know how to make people feel happy and at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad. I wish South Africa had a little bit more of a scene, you know. And I know there's a lot of people that actually try, but there's definitely a lack of venues.
Oh yeah, I noticed.
Especially since, you know, in the 2000s there was, you know, Authentic Ideas booked a lot of the big shows, and then MK, you know, MK had a big influence on the live music scene in South Africa with, you know, and when they went away, it's like a whole scene just disappeared, and it's really sad.
You're like a whole cancelled culture.
Yeah,
The whole culture.
Yeah, it's a whole culture cancelled. It's like he says, there's the people don't realize what kind of talent we've got in South Africa. I mean, Dan Pat Lansky is a blues player, and I think he's like 5th on in guitarists in the world. I mean, that guy plays amazing guitar, and he's from South Africa. So we've got a lot of and Prime Circle. You don't know Prime Circle, but there was one that which was the one South African artist, Seether.
Seether, yeah. I didn't know they
Seether's also from South Africa.
I thought they were just an American band, right?
No.
Yeah, they were called Sarin Gas.
Yes, and then they had to change their name. Yeah, everybody. So they come from Pretoria. So the bands that we also or that we've interviewed on the Stone Daisies, most of them also come from Pretoria. So I think that's where the hub is. Where are you originally from?
From Alberton.
Oh my word, the East, man. Don't worry, I'm from Springs.
Lekker Springs.
Lekker Springs.
That's good there.
Yes.
So, like, what were some of the, when you got to America and stuff, what were some of the fucking culture shocks that, I know coming here, it wasn't like I seen on National Geographic and shit, right? Like, was there some shit that you weren't expecting that you found since you've been in America, or?
It hasn't been too. I was actually talking to my wife about this yesterday. It hasn't been too shocking, you know. It wasn't like, and I'm sure the guys in the band also thought, how is this whole thing going to work? You know, is he going to be a weirdo? You know,
yeah,
like. Peace.
We can't go down with this.
Well, I didn't know what I was walking into when I came. Right?
Yeah, there's nothing really weird. I don't know why. There's definitely certain things that takes you getting used to with certain people. But what's nice about Florida is it's like a melting pot of a lot of different cultures in America. You know, there's people from
huge
from
Cuban
Virginia,
culture.
from New York. There's Canadians. There's there's a lot of Hispanic people. It's actually quite cool, you know, because you get to learn a little bit about everybody's background and culture, which is really nice.
Yeah, I know. Every time I'm down there, I gotta ask you this: your accent, do they fucking harass you like they do us Canadians about our accent, or?
They actually, I don't know. It's a South African accent to me is not a very flattering accent, but they think it's really cool. The American people really like it. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'll take it. You know, I don't think it sounds really nice, but they like it. But they don't know it's South African.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Everybody also says
Australian or something.
Everybody says you've got such a cool accent. I'm like, no, I don't. I sound weird.
Yeah.
Well, that's the cool thing about here. You've got the one guy's Irish and whatever, and you guys are all the other, myself being Canadian, and then all the different accents from where everyone's from.
Yes.
Like, it's fucking quite the melting pot for sure, especially here. I know Florida is for sure. I've been down there a lot. I actually think I'm heading to Florida for a couple of months when I get back. I don't want to live in the winter anymore. So, but I got dual citizen, so I can jump back and forth anywhere. So that's pretty
Nice.
Cool.
Have you ever taught any of the band members to swear in Afrikaans?
I think I have, because sometimes when I get angry, like when it's like a road rage situation, I will say something, and I don't think it'll be an Afrikaans, you know. I'm not gonna repeat what I say, but
Don't have to. I know exactly what you said.
so one of the guys will be, "What's that?" I'm like, "Just say it when you're really angry. Just say it."
What's Roxanne?
Okay, so Roxanne says, okay,
Oh, let's go through.
let's go through it again. So
here.
we've got another couple of comments. We've got Jaybird. Hi, Jaybird.
Hey, man.
He says, candles with the blackouts, jungle room lights not always needed. And then Jamie says, hi, all. Jamie Potter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he knows most of the people. I know Jaybird and I know Hollywood and Roxanne from, I don't know them, but hopefully soon. I'm very excited to meet them. From Late Night Trouble, and then Hollywood says you can't go wrong with a little whiskey.
No.
She's not wrong there. Then Kate Woodall, I don't know. Sweets and whiskey, great band.
Yeah. Nice.
Do you know who Kate Woodall is?
Yeah, I'm married to her.
Oh, hallo Kate. Hoe gaan het met jou? Ek kan met Afrikaans, bro. That's so amazing. And then Roxanne says she also wants to come to the US, so maybe you guys must hook up and see
I'll make
how
sure
you guys can play together.
Information gets passed between you guys, and then same with you guys, right? And obviously you'll be a guest on your show as well. Right?
Yes, we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen. Yeah. And then Roxanne says, do you know Curtain Call Records in Florida?
No, I don't.
Roxanne, he doesn't. So maybe if she's got some information for you, she can just pop you a message.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm writing down as we talk. I've got a piece of paper here.
You got
are you guys planning on coming on holiday to South Africa? And maybe bring your band members with, and we can maybe set up a show at a festival or something.
Yeah, we know enough.
I would love to show them South Africa. I would really love to show them South Africa, and you know.
Okay, so then.
But
I know
not in the near future. No, I don't think anytime soon.
No, as soon as we get ungrounded, and then people come in, but it's very cheap to come to South Africa, and that's what I keep on telling the Americans. It's like you don't even have to work hard to come on a nice South African holiday.
Yeah, if you earn dollars, it makes it easier, you know. And
yeah, the exchange for sure.
It does.
I've been here for like 39-40 days now. I should go to work eventually, but like.
Roxanne says she's coming to South Africa as well.
I was already talking to her about bringing the band.
Yes.
I didn't want to really say anything on the air.
We're planning a festival, but it will be like a week-long, not a week-long festival, like a long weekend festival.
2-day or a 3-day
show. Yes,
probably probably 3 years.
Yes, and different kinds of stages to host for different kinds of people and everything. So we are busy working on that. So we'll definitely write your names and everything down.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
definitely. And if we're in Florida, we definitely want to come and see you live and interview you guys again, but in person.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
If we are, maybe the whole band. That'd be amazing.
That's what I like with your show, still in person.
Yes,
the way you guys pre-record and everything. Right?
Yeah. But, so that was the plan with Stone Daisies, was to sit. We've got a table. I'll tell you all about the table on the interview and everything. Because it's got like special meaning and everything. There's a whole story to the table. And when we started Stone Daisies, we didn't know what to do. And this table followed me and my daughter, me and my children around since when I moved out and decided to get divorced. So it's a very special table. We went around through a lot of shit around this specific table. So when the table needed a house after I moved, my daughter says we had, she left it by my mom and them's house. And when we started Stone Daisies, she said, why don't we use this table? So I want to get a replica table of that and like a kind of portable studio and get the band to sit around and just speak about it. Yeah, talk.
Well, mine was originally
talk about their passion and
to your
all
house
that.
and cook you dinner, and then we do a few drinks, do the interview. You know what I mean? Mine was definitely in person up
Yes.
until COVID, and then all of a sudden, you know, no one wants you at their house and shit, right?
Not even your own family.
I know. That's the worst part, right? But yeah, so eventually that will be coming around. I will be in Florida definitely by the end of January for sure, right? So I'll definitely look you up.
Yeah. Just send me a message when you're coming. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We definitely will. And then we take you and your wife, your lovely wife, out to dinner or something. We just have a laugh in Afrikaans at all these English people that don't understand us.
Thanks. I understand some of it.
Yeah,
now.
whatever. Not if I talk fast.
No.
When I talk fast and sweet, just
just look around.
Like what?
Make up my own
I
words.
can just hear you angry. I don't need to know what you're saying. You can feel it in the energy.
Yeah, it's a difficult language to explain to someone because there's double meanings to certain words, and I'm like, why bother? You know?
I've been trying to teach you a little bit, but I laugh so hard every time because I start with the easy one. And then goes, okay, that's easy. And then I say the word can also mean this and this and this, and it can be said like this and this, and in this one it goes like, okay, not easy anymore.
I'm lost.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
Are you going?
Go ahead, and then I'll ask mine.
Okay, awesome. Now I wanted to know. You said you're going to work from 3 o'clock. What do you do? What does a normal day in your life look like when you go to work? And
well, today I'm gonna go to rehearsal with my band. That's my work for the day.
Every day? Do you guys rehearse every day?
No, we don't have the time because I play almost every single day. You know, I play music almost every single day. So when I have a day off, I try to schedule at least once a week with the guys, you know, have a rehearsal. And then also try to have one day where I spend some time with my wife, you know.
Yeah, eventually, right?
Yeah.
But well, who are some of the local bands that we should be watching out in your area or should be checking out?
I don't know who's actually doing a lot of original music at this time. There's a lot of cover bands around because of the scene. It's so popular now to be in a cover band.
Yeah.
But some of the local bands, I don't know if you guys ever heard about like Blackberry Smoke and stuff. They're from Atlanta. They're quite a big band by now, but there's still some people who don't know who they are. But that's I tell everybody to go listen to Blackberry Smoke. If you like Southern rock, good songwriting.
Yeah, definitely check them out.
No, definitely have to.
Yeah.
I'll check them out. See if we can't get them to also come on the show.
Yeah, we'll find them. But is there anything else that we missed that we should all know about, bud? Like, I know you're getting ready to head out and it's getting late.
No, nothing much. Just this week, this Friday is the release of the Switch and Whiskey's CD. So please go check it out go to switchandwhiskey.com. That'll probably be the easiest spot to go to all our links, all our Facebook links and Instagram and YouTube links are there. Also go check out verndaisel.com. Yeah, go check out verndaisel.com. All my music's on there that you can follow. I've got a couple of new songs coming out too. So please go give me some streams online.
Go listen to Cougar and go listen to his music and the band's music as well.
You love that song, yeah.
The solo music is insane. Insane. So guys, go check it out. Our South Africans aren't that bad.
No.
We actually have a lot of talent.
It's true though. That's all I've seen since it's been here. As far as like when watching the bands at Death Fest, and then we have our show coming up this Saturday with
Green Day, yes, with Joy Club, Cassidy.
I almost maybe would have got that right.
Yeah, we're going to a Green Day tribute.
Yeah.
on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yes.
That should be fun. I'll get to meet the band in person. They've been on the show already.
Yes. So that's also
I'm excited to get meet them in person though.
Yeah, and then good luck with your CD launch. And please,
that's this Friday.
Yes, we'll share your links and everything. If you share it to us, we'll share it on our pages and everything. And thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, man, that was awesome.
Hey, thank you guys for having me. I had fun with you guys, and all the best for both your podcasts. And I hope it just grows and grows and grows.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
We'll make sure we stay in touch for sure. And then once you get some new shit, when your singles come out, we'll have you back on anytime you want to jump on and just shoot the shit.
Yep.
If you want to join us Monday Night Metal sometime, if you're not busy, we go live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes, and then I wanted to say something and I can't remember.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. I can't remember now.
No, right.
Yeah.
You'll remember as soon as we get off here.
Probably. We'll share your links and everything. There was really something that I wanted to say, but it will come out at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
Now's not the time. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. See, you start as a guest on the show and then you end up as friends. So we'll definitely see you guys in Florida.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yes, please. Call me when you guys.
Ja, dan braai ons bietjie.
Bietjie braai.
Braai ons bietjie. Baie dankie. This was amazing.
I was going to say, baie dankie.
We taught you to say thank you in Afrikaans. So it's baie a donkey. So it's very easy. Baie dankie.
I thought they were fucking with me at first. I'm like, oh yeah. Sure,
we don't fuck around.
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you so much again, Vern, for joining. We are very grateful. You as well, and enjoy the gig.
Play it loud, play it proud, people, and
Stoner Daisies.
I guess tomorrow I'm on your.
Yes, we might give them a sneak peek of what happens behind the scenes when we do a Stone Daisies, because it's all different.
Totally different than what I do.
We'll show you our set and let you into our little world. And then we've got some exciting merch that's launching.
Oh yeah.
So metal girls that's into metal, we got you, baby. We got you. We have got some exciting things that's happening.
Yeah, we'll talk about that on tomorrow's show.
Yes, that's a secret for tomorrow.
We'll also have the other deal from mine for the other.
Yes. Well. So we're busy with a couple of things.
Yeah,
we're very busy.
But play loud, play proud, people. I want to thank you again so much, man. It was an honor to have you on, and I look forward to seeing you and having you on the show again.
Thank you,
awesome. Thanks.